YouTube audience, welcome to the Monday Night Podcast. You want to say anything?
No, it's perfect.
Back for Raw. It was North Carolina this time. SmackDown was South Carolina. This was North Carolina. They was doing a Carolina weekend basically.
Yeah,
Uh, yeah. So we're back for
from
Raw. What?
from the amazing fans.
Indeed. This is a pretty fun show. One thing I want to say right off the bat about the show was love the Roman and Jacob stuff. I thought, honestly, to me, though, it was refreshing to see him not in the main event for once, and them opening the show instead. It was a nice change of pace. Because I love the story they're doing, but I feel like Roman and Jacob has been the main event every Monday for so many months now. It doesn't feel like it has been. They've been the main event of Raw for like every week for like months now, since their feud started. Basically, since after WrestleMania. I think they might actually be they might have been a part of every every Raw main event since Mania. I think they actually have been.
Yeah,
This was the first show since WrestleMania that they were actually the opener, not the closer. They actually started the show. They actually gave the main event to the Seth Rollins Vision feud, the Seth and Braun feud. It was actually given the main event. I liked it. It was a nice change of pace, something different to main event the show for once. I don't know. Like I said, I still love the Roman Jacob stuff. It's just, after seeing the main event every week for so long now, it was like, oh, it's a different main event. This is something new. It was nice. It felt refreshing. I liked it.
yeah.
Yeah. And then yeah, we're gonna go through Raw first, but then at the end of the show, I do have one news thing for you guys. You probably saw over the weekend. I saw a couple times over the weekend. It's about Baron Corbin, former WWE superstar Baron Corbin, who they released with budget cuts I think like 2 years ago now. He's been doing this thing on the Indies. He's like a tag team champion right now. I think his name right now is Bishop Dyer. That's like his Indies name now. But yeah, he's the former Baron Corbin. There's rumors of him coming back. We'll get to that at the end. But first, we're gonna do Raw.
Mhm.
Yeah. You ready?
Yeah.
I got the first match set
Yep.
up. Well, first segment, I should say. All right, let's get started. So, yeah, as I said in the intro, Roman and Jacob started the show this time. So, again, like I said, I think it was a nice change of pace. Them
Mhm.
starting it instead of finishing it. So, let me pull up that website I usually use. Good old cage side seats for the little breakdown, so it's easier. All right, here we go. So, they start with a little recap showing last week's Roman Jacob stuff that happened. Then Roman pulls up in an SUV, gets out of his car, and then immediately the Raw GM Adam Pearce comes up and he says they should have done things his way last week. And, he says Jacob Fatu, I could have just fired him last week after what he's done to me. He attacked me, he attacked the officials, and Roman was like, no, don't fire him. He has to acknowledge me still. And Roman says it doesn't matter. He just needs a few minutes to call Jacob out and take care of things. And then Pearce says Jacob should be fired, but their argument gets cut off because Jacob Fatu's already entering. And then we go to the ring. Jacob's already in the ring. He gets a mic and he says, Roman, you want to call me out? All right, I'm right here. Roman, if you think you're so tough, come down here so I can dog walk your punk ass.
Mhm.
But then instead of Roman coming out, he gets the Usos coming out. They come out instead. And Jimmy Uso starts talking first. And pretty much he basically says, Jacob, what the hell are you doing, man? And Jacob says he'll do anything to better his family's life and get his kids into better schooling, and that includes acknowledging the tribal chief. And then he says he lost the backlash and he's choosing the hardest path for himself. He put his hands on management and they're about to fire his ass. Then what? He's gonna go back to lifestyle. My bad. This is Jimmy saying all this. I actually said Jacob was. My bad. This is all Jimmy actually saying this. He says
Yeah.
Jacob lost the backlash and he's choosing the harder path for himself. And they're about to fire his ass now. So then what? You're gonna go back to your old lifestyle? You're gonna go back to prison? This is all Jimmy saying this. And then Jay is enough and just swung us to the chair. And by the way, I noticed this. So, like, I remember a while back, CM Punk was, when he was the heavyweight champion, he defended against Jay. I remember at one of the Saturday main events last year. And in that feud, when they were in promos on each other, Punk called Jay Mini Tribal Chief. That nickname is living up to him more and more week by week. I noticed how Jimmy Uso was the calm one here, just trying to talk to Jacob and reason with him. Meanwhile, Jay's out there with a steel chair ready to strike. He just wants to kill this guy, acting just like Roman. Mr. Yeet Man over here is also a mini tribal chief. So, also, like again, like I think it was the best one in their series. I've noticed they've actually really calmed down at the eating. Like them coming through the crowd, eating at the sunglasses and stuff. Like, it seems like they're actually taking a break from it, which I don't mind because you don't want it to get stale, and also because they're part of the storyline of Roman and Jacob. Those are just serious right now. They're not doing the eating stuff at the moment. They're just more serious right now, which I don't mind because when they're serious, they're a really good team. I don't mind them being more serious. I feel the same way about Seth Rollins. He has like the whole like visionary gimmick thing, but then when he's like during this whole feud of Braun, he's been super serious and he's been better. Because he's been serious and not joking around. Anyway, then Jay just had enough. He tries to swing at the steel chair, but Jacob catches him and gives him the tongue and death grip, and then does the same thing to Jimmy. Basically beats them both up. Jacob stands tall against both the Usos, and then that's when Roman comes out to come help his cousins, and but if he doesn't really run the ring like he wants to help them. He just takes his sweet ass time, just slowly walking.
Yeah.
So then what?
Like, yeah, I'm there in a minute.
Yeah.
Take your time.
Slow walk. I'm thinking he's Penta over here, doing a slow walk.
Yeah.
And then Roman and Jacob just stare each other down for a few seconds, and then they start brawling. And then this was cool. Roman goes for a Superman punch, and it's countered by the death grip. That was cool. That looked really cool. I love that. Like that was my favorite part of the brawl. It just looked like the camera angle they got of it. It just looked really cool. Jacob counters the Superman punch with the tongue and death grip. That was cool. Loved that.
Yeah.
And then he has Roman in the choke, but then Jay comes in with super kicks, and basically they basically triple team him 3-on-1. Jacob, Roman, Usos, they triple team him. Then the Usos do the 1D, which is sick because for those who don't know, that's the Dudley Boys' old finisher. But since the pandemic, the Usos have been using it for years now. They basically adopted it as their own, and they do a good job of it. I gotta admit, even though it's the Dudley's thing, the Usos do it, and it is really cool looking. They do it very smoothly. They do a good 1D. It's impressive. Pretty much it's a super kick party. They just they tie Jacob to the ropes and they just the Usos super kicking a bunch. Then they throw him into Roman right into a spear. And that's pretty much the end of the brawl. They super kick Jacob a bunch, then he gets speared by Roman. And like I don't mind this because this entire feud so far, every week Jacob has stood tall against Roman, and this is the first week so far in the feud that he didn't stand tall, and he was getting triple teamed. That's how strong they're making him look. They're making him look very strong. This is the first week in the feud he hasn't stood tall and he was triple teamed. Every other week he stood tall and it was just him and Roman. So they're making him look very strong on this. I'm very happy what they're doing with him.
Honestly, it's just making Roman weak, in my opinion.
A little bit.
Because he has to have his two cousins help him out. Because he can't handle solo by himself.
I was looking at my theory saying no, because like besides tonight, they haven't really tried to go out of their way and help Roman that much, which is why I'm calling this prediction right now. I think they're gonna turn on Roman and they're gonna turn heel and betray him. I have a feeling. I think that's why I'm not helping him. I think they're planning on turning on him.
Yeah.
And Mailer joined Jacob form their own little group. I don't know.
Maybe. But for me, I hardly doubt that.
I don't know.
How Jay been treating?
There's got to be a reason why they don't always come out there to help him. Every week Jacob beats up Roman, they don't come out and save him. There's got to be a reason why they're not doing anything, not helping him. It's got to be something. Every time Roman gets choked out by the death grip, they never come out and save him. They just let him get beat down. They don't even come out and help. There's got to be a reason. I don't know why they're doing that. That can't be a plot hole. They gotta explain that. It's very noticeable. They're his cousins and they're not saving them. And there's more though. After the brawl, Roman's leaving and Pearce is yelling at him, saying like, knock it off. And basically, Jacob gets a mic in the ring. And he says, Roman, give me my rematch, Clash in Italy, Tribal Combat. So it's official. I had a feeling there was going to be a rematch of some sort of stipulation because they're still feuding. I had a feeling. So, to those confused, because they're kind of building the two events at once right now. Because Saturday Night Main Event is this weekend, and Clash in Italy is next weekend. So they're kind of building the two events at once. So, not this weekend. Roman's not part of Saturday Night Main Event this weekend. This is happening next weekend, Clash in Italy. Just feeling confused by it. Which makes sense. Saturday Night Main Event is just kind of more like a TV special. That's this weekend. Next week is Clash in Italy, which is an actual pay-per-view. So this is gonna be next weekend. This match. So basically, next Monday on Raw is gonna be like the final build, and the match happens this weekend. And yeah, it's official. So Roman's gonna defend against Jacob again in the rematch, and it's gonna be Tribal Combat. The last time we saw a Tribal Combat match was about 2 years ago when Roman defended when he had the other reign he had, the 3-year-long one. He defended the title and retained against Jey Uso at SummerSlam in the main event. And now it's Tribal Combat. And that was actually the same show where Jimmy turned on Jey. No, when Jimmy was in the Bloodline and he betrayed Jey, that was during that whole thing. And Jey quit. That was that whole story. And that's when Jey won his own, became a tag team champion of Cody and all that. That was that whole story. And that's pretty much the end of the segment. Anything you want to say about it?
No.
Alright, second match. Also, before I get to that match, I just want to apologize for anyone listening. If I do kind of sound like, I'm talking fast, or if I sound like I'm really tired and kind of panting, it's just very hot right now. I can hear to my own voice a little bit the way I'm talking. It sounds like I'm really tired and out of breath. I'm good. It's just really hot right now. It's 89 degrees outside. So I apologize if I don't sound normal. But anyway, the second match is Finn Balor vs. JD McDonough, which we see twice, right? I think this is the finale though, because the first match Finn Balor won. The second match JD won. So they're until this match they're a tie 1-on-1. They had 1-1 apiece on each other. So this third match, it felt like this was the finale, and also because it was a street fight match. The first two matches are both normal, and again they were tied 1-on-1. This third one was a street fight match, so this is not only a stipulation match, it was also the tiebreaker. So I think this is the finale. I think Finn's done with Judgement Day now after this. I think this is the end. I think he's done for now. I have a feeling, but I don't know. It just felt like the finale. It was a stipulation, it was a tiebreaker. I think this is it. All three matches of JD were bangers though. And this was probably the funnest one yet because it was a street fight. There was weapons involved. They're all good matches though. I enjoyed all three of them. I don't know about you.
Yeah.
They're all good. Fun. And Finn Balor won this match. Again, like I said, I think the feud's over because he won the feuding. This is it. But pretty fun back and forth street fight. And then basically, what really happened, the match was toward the end. Don Castillo tried to get involved, and Finn attacked him away. It's a street fight, so it didn't get DQ'd or anything. Dominic just got involved. He was busy trying to make it a handicap match, and Finn just beat him up.
Yeah.
And then Finn won with his finisher, the coup de grace, and he did it into JD while all those trash can on his head, and Finn pinned him for the win. To hopefully end the feud, but I think Finn can move on now. You don't need to drag on that much longer. What else is he good? He beat Dominic and beat JD 2 times now. I think it's time for him to move on. So I hope this is the finale and he won the feud, and that's it. I think Finn should move on. I think it's time to get Finn back in the single title picture again. It's been long enough. It's been a couple years. He was doing the tag team champion thing of JD and Damian Priest and Judgement all these years. All these years he hasn't gotten a singles title opportunity. I think he should go challenge Penta or Roman or something. It's been long enough. I think it's time to get Finn Balor back in the title picture. Move him up the card a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah, this was fun. Any thoughts?
It was a good match.
Yeah.
They should do a little more, but it was the right match.
It was fun. What happened? Oh yeah, then we go to backstage. Seth Rollins is being interviewed. He says he doesn't know what he's doing is wise. He knows he's a marked man with no allies, but he also knows that sooner or later he has to put an end to the division. He's been spinning his wheels trying to figure out how to do that, but sometimes the easiest way to handle situations is to run right through it, and he says, this is actually a crazy fact, he hasn't had a match on Raw in 9 months, because, again, he was injured, and since he's come back from injury, he's only had 2 matches, WrestleMania and Backlash, so, since he's come back from injury, he hasn't had a match on Raw. And he hasn't had a match on Raw this year yet, till tonight. So he said, and he actually said in the promo, in this back here thing, he said, I haven't had a match on Raw in 9 months because of the injury, and he wants to change that right here tonight. He wants to have a match on Raw tonight, and Adam Pearce has given him the main event. And he says he challenges any member of the division. He doesn't give a damn who, but he'll fight any of them to the main event. But he'd really like to see the guy who thinks he's ready, but he's not to answer the challenge. The guy who thinks he can beat him. He wants Braun Breaker, which we don't get, but we'll get to that. This is his chance. Main event Raw, show Seth who you really are. Then we go to commercial break.
Yep.
Then back in commercial. Then we get another backstage interview. This time it's Soruka. She talks about getting to wrestle top talent. She knows she hasn't won a match yet. She's 0-2, but she's new here and she's confident, which I don't mind that. Like, you know, some people are probably gonna say, oh, she's buried. She's 0-2. I don't see it that way because honestly, I don't think it's making her look weak because they're making it a part of a storyline where they're acknowledging. Yeah, I haven't won a match yet. I'm working my way up the card. I'm gonna win a match and get that title opportunity. That's why I don't think it's really weak for her because they're making it part of her character development. They're making a story out of it and acknowledging it. That's why I don't mind it. Like it would be worse if they're just ignoring her and just like racking her of losses. But like they're making it part of her character development, making it a storyline, acknowledging it. She's like mentioning it. That's why I don't mind it. She'll be fine.
Yeah.
Her first major feud in the main roster is challenging Becky Lynch. She'll be fine. To anyone who's saying she's gonna be buried, she's fine. She like this is her first feud called up. She's feuding a Becky Lynch, one of the horsewomen. She'll be fine.
Yeah.
Speaking of Becky, then Becky comes in, saying she hasn't fought the best since they haven't fought. And you can't win 2 matches. You better just give up and go back to NXT where you belong. And so Ruka says, you make a good point for once, but I'm gonna prove you wrong by getting a win. And then Becky says, that's the problem with this generation. They give up too easy when she had to scratch and claw to get here. And then so Ruka was like, all right, screw this. I'm going in the ring. Let's talk in the ring instead. So she goes out to the ring. In the ring, Soul gets a mic and says, there's no point doing this in the back. She's gonna do it out here in front of the crowd. She said she knows Becky's listening, and she hopes she can come out here and face her like the man she claims to be. Then Becky comes out, and she says, "What kind of stunt are you pulling?" And so Ruka says she knows Becky thinks she should be running scared, but she's worked too hard to give up. She's damn good at proving people wrong. Let's prove it one way or the other in this ring right here, right now. And Becky says, "No, Becky makes a big deal of like asking like she's basically saying like, do you really want a match right now? And she goes, nah, I'm good. Classic heel thing. You want a match tonight? No, you're not getting one.
Yeah.
And she says, because who wants to wrestle in a place like North Carolina? She's getting some heel heat basically with that. And she said she'd love to give it to them, but she doesn't pride herself on being the greatest female wrestler of all time. And she just keeps going off about herself. The whole funny thing she always says, I know I'm the greatest, and I'm just not the one saying. I'm not the only one saying it. Sports Illustrated says it too. That's the thing she's been doing. And then
Yeah.
So Ruka does the "Here we go again." Becky, you saying the same stuff, and then Becky says she has to start again and do the whole thing. Now I have to start over because you interrupted me, so I gotta do that again now. And then she's doing funny heel stuff, like claiming she's the best. She's like, I beat Lyra Valkyria to win the IC title. I beat Maxine Dupree. I made AJ Lee so scared, she's so traumatized, she left the business. And then she tells Ruka go home and really think about it. And if she really thinks she's ready, she'll fight her at Saturday Night Main Event. Not for the title, but just to get a win. So I'm surprised by that. This match is not actually for Becky's title. It's just a non-title match to make Ruka look good, basically.
Mm-hmm.
I do think she's gonna be Becky for the belt down the line. I think they're gonna do a rematch, and the rematch will be for the belt. That's my prediction. I think they're gonna fight again, and next time will be for the belt. Soul says she'll snatch not just her soul. She said she'll snatch her soul, and Becky says she didn't say anything about the title. You're not getting this title. Oh, I read that wrong. Sorry. Soul says she'll snatch her out of her soul, but that's a tongue twister. She'll snatch not just her soul, but also the title. And then Becky says, I didn't say anything about the title being on the line. You're just a prize, and Soul needs to figure out if she's ready to face the prime time. So basically, Becky was the one that said, like, I'm not fighting you for the belt. I'm just fighting you, and that's it. Like, non-title. That was a lot, but that was fun. I mean, so Ruka's solid on the mic. She's definitely got it in the ring. In the ring, she's fine. On the mic, she's decent. I wish she's one of the best, but she's good on the mic. Her in-ring really was what got her over. She's just insane, incredible in the ring.
Yeah.
I like her character in NXT. I like her character now. She's a very likable babyface. She's got a likable character because she's just cool. She's just a cool surfer girl. She's just got a likable character. She's a great babyface. Yes, that was fun. Anything you want to say about it?
No.
Then we get a video of Club WWE, and we got John Cena narrating, talking about it because that's all he is now, is a corporate shill for the company. As he's retired now, he just wants to glaze them now. I love John, but he's basically just a corporate stooge for them now. I respect the hell out of the guy, but I'm sorry. He's just a corporate stooge for them. I don't hate the guy. Still love the guy, but come on, man. Like, just stay retired. Like, just enjoy life. Then we get the tag champs in the back, world tag team champions in the back of the division. Austin Theory and Logan Paul are in the back, and just talking to Braun Breaker and Paul Heyman. The whole division, basically, besides Bronson Reed, because he's still injured. Basically, Braun was saying how he wants Seth to the main event, like Seth said, but then Paul Heyman says, basically, he pretty much says Austin Theory wants a shot instead, and Braun was like, all right, you know what? Let's give this guy a shot, see what he's made of. And Seth Austin Theory is official for the main event. So it's not a Braun Breaker. Seth Rollins did say he wants any member of the division. So he's getting Austin Theory in the main event. Alright, this third match, the next match is it's pretty much more extra build for the AAA match versus match the Americanos. They basically been building the match on Raw because, I mean, even though they're both doing AAA stuff right now, both guys are still on the Raw roster, so they're basically doing extra build for the match on Raw, basically.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think AAA has saved the Americano gimmick from getting stale and stupid. For a while, I thought it was stale and stupid, but I think Undertaker's honestly saving it over there right now. He's making it good again.
Yeah.
My only problem I have, I think we're getting a little too much Americanos now. It's getting a little too much now.
Yeah.
But I'm still enjoying this stuff, but just make a Chad Gable and Ludwig Kaiser. Just do it one-on-one. We don't need a whole faction for both of them. Like the two guys fighting in the match, Ludwig Kaiser and Chad Gable, like in the match. I think all we need is the two of them. I don't think either of them need the faction. The two factions.
Honestly, bring over a different
two Americanos is fine. Chad Gable's the original, trying to prove that he was the original as he was. Ludwig Kaiser's like, no, I'm the new shiny toy. I'm the new Americano. I'm replacing you. That's all you need. There's those two. You don't need 6 different ones.
Yeah. Honestly, just bring over a different faction, just like this Psycho Clan.
I don't think Triple A has any right now. Any factions. I know like Kingo's got this. He's got like Omos as his bodyguard, but I don't know if it's like a faction or anything.
Well, no, it's Psycho's clown.
Oh yeah. I think he's. I think he's in a group of Mystery Iguana. The mixed tag champion, the Gecko. The green guy, the Gecko. He's in the Royal Rumble.
No, I know who you mean.
Yeah. He's also one half the AAA intergender mixed tag champs with Lola Vice, who's currently the NXT Women's Champion. They're like a team right now. They're doing their thing in AAA. So I don't know if you've been watching it. His tag partner, that's Lola Vice, the girl with him, the tag team with him. She's not from AAA actually though. She's like an original NXT star. She's their women's champion right now on NXT. But she's also the AAA mixed tag champ. She's actually a double champion right now. Anyway, this match. So there's a lot of names here. I'm gonna read them off. It was a six-man tag. So the original Americano, the Chad Gable one, with Bruto and Julius Creedo. Bruto and Julio Creedo. The three of them, their faction versus Los Americanos, which is the Ludwig Kaiser one, and the Pizza and Tyler Bates. Bravo and Rayo Americano. So it's 3-on-3. It's the two factions basically, like all 6 of them that enter in the storyline. They're facing each other in a 6-man tag tornado tag team match. This was crazy fun. I'll give them that. It was crazy fun chaos. They're all 6 of them are good wrestlers, so it was a fun match. They're all good. So it was fun. And in the end, the heels, the Ludwig Kaiser, the new Americano group got the win. And the way they got the win was the new Americano, Ludwig Kaiser, he pinned Chad Gable, the original one. So he, like the new Americano pinned the original one. And that's how they got the win. So yeah, that was that. It was fun. And that was it. Anything you want to say about it?
No, not really.
Alrighty. Then we oh god, I hated this. I'll mention it because it was quick. We got a stupid DoorDash mascot in the back with Alpha Academy sponsoring DoorDash. It's stupid. And the first thing I said to you before, I'm gonna say now, Otis, man. So 2 weeks, let me get this straight, this company. 2 weeks ago, Otis entered the Oba Femi Open challenge, and they want, like, this company wanted us to take Otis seriously and make us think he could beat Oba Femi. 2 weeks later, he's doing a DoorDash ad. What happened? What are we doing?
Oh, what a chop!
That's the best I got for Otis in Alpha Academy. They're gonna be next in the releases. Anyway.
Yeah.
Then the Usos are being interviewed backstage. And Jey Uso says, "This is he does hyping up Tribal Combat, saying it's brutal and stuff." And then LA Knight comes in. He's back. So I did see online, the rumor was apparently a couple weeks ago when LA Knight was in the back confronting Gunther, they were apparently going to do an LA Knight Gunther feud. But then plans changed, Gunther moved to SmackDown to challenge Cody for Clash in Italy, and now LA Knight has nothing planned. So they had to change plans basically. He's back though, he was gone for the last 2 episodes, he's been gone for 2 weeks, he's back. I'm happy to see him. LA Knight comes in, and Jimmy tells him not the time, and Knight says he doesn't like that they're back to the same old Bloodline business. When just a few months ago they were united together against the Vision. And fine, if he has to get beat, he has to get beat, but he'll do what he has to do. And if you do dirt, you get dirt. I don't know what that means, but yeah.
It means if you act garbage, you're going to get garbage.
Oh yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Then next, this was really good. Ethan Page thing. So I watched Ethan Page in his whole career in NXT, and I also watched him a little bit in AEW when he was used there. He wasn't used there a lot. Ethan Page is a good wrestler, but he's always been a little better on the mic. Very similar to MJF. Ethan Page is good in the ring, but he's really good on the mic. He's just a good cocky heel. And one thing I've noticed about his promos that I like, he has some confidence on the mic. You know, some of these new stars, like when they're on the mic, they sound a little nervous and like sound a little scripted and stuff. Ethan Page, though, man, he sounds very confident and like I got this in his voice. You can tell by his attitude. He's a good cocky heel.
Well, yeah, not everyone can be perfect.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, for an NXT rookie star, I thought he was gonna be like that, like a little nervous, but no, he's confident. He knows what he's doing. And he also doesn't sound scripted to me. It just sounds like it's actually his character talking, being a cocky heel. So anyway, it's like an earlier today sit-down interview with Michael Cole. Ethan Page is in the back of him because he's getting a title shot against Penta for the Intercontinental title this Saturday Night Main Event. And Ethan basically cuts Michael off and hands him a piece of paper and says, hey, this is how I want my interview done. Like, you know, I gave you questions to ask me. Here you go, Michael. And then Michael asks if he knows how long he's been doing this. Ethan says he's well aware of his career and there's always room. This was funny. I love that he's a cocky heel. He's so funny. Ethan says, I'm aware of your career, Michael, but there's always room for improvement to make yourself better. Michael reads off the sheet that the piece of paper that he was given, and he basically reads. Ethan Page basically said in the paper he wants to rename the Intercontinental title to the Ethan Page title. All ego Ethan Page says he was born under the stars, unlike Penta, who has to work for it. And Ethan says he should. Ethan says also stick to the text, Michael. Ask the questions that I wrote down. And Michael says, why do you like this, Ethan? And Ethan says, Ethan basically says he's a definite future champion around here, but his ego. And then Michael says, your ego gets in the way, though. And then Ethan says, it's not his ego, it's confidence. And he's gonna be the first man to put the word fear into the vocabulary of Penta when he wins that title from him. And fun stuff. Third match. These two teams are competing, so this is set up. The women's tag champs, Paige and Bella, defend the tag titles against the Judgement Day with Roxanne Perez and Raquel. And at ringside, the women's world champion, Liv Morgan, who has no career plans, it seems. Stephanie Vaquera got injured, for real, and she's taking time off, so they didn't do a rematch of Liv. Just because she's injured doesn't mean the creative team gets a free pass to say, alright, Liv, we don't got anyone else for you. We're just going to let you not do anything with your title. It's not an excuse. Just because her rematch opponent's injured, you find someone else for her. Io Sky is right there. Io's doing nothing. Io was doing nothing. Oh, my headset unplugged. Hang on. Sorry. Get out by accident. They need to do something that Liv's reign fast because it's already getting boring because she has no challengers. And I love Liv, but they're booking her reign very well yet. I'm a little disappointed because they have no one for her. Stephanie Vaquera's hurt. They're waiting for her to come back to the WrestleMania rematch, but like in the meantime, have her defend against someone else. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
Like, find someone else for her in the meantime. Like I just said, Io's right there. Io just got a huge win against Asuka, and she got a win against Sol Ruca. Two wins in a row. Io's been built up. Like, do an Io and Liv feud. It's right there. There's no one else really right now. So they do. She's the women's world champion. Meaning she's the top champion on the show, and they're doing nothing of it. They're in. Find a challenger for her. Anyway, this match is not about her. She was at ringside for the group. Fun match because I actually like Roxanne and Raquel together as a team. When they were teaming last year when Liv was hurt, they actually wrestled pretty good together. Fine, good team. They're good together. Basically toward the end of the match, Liv tries to get involved and she gets banned from ringside. The ref kicks her out. And because of that, Brie takes advantage. Brie Bella pins Roxanne. So Brie and Paige retain the women's tag titles. I can't believe Roxanne Perez got pinned by Brie Bella. Oh, brother. Anyway, then post-match, Liv Morgan comes back out and helps Roxanne and Raquel beat up Paige and Brie. And then Bayley and Lyra Valkyria come out. And they clear the ring and they attack her from the away and save the baby faces. And they stand tall. Anything you want to say about the match?
No.
In the post-match? Alright. Okay then. Well then backstage, Seth Rollins bumps into LA Knight. Seth asks if he wants to if you really want to do this right now, and LA Knight is interested in fighting, but he points out that Seth is going to get stomped out tonight, and the enemy of his enemy is not his friend in this case. Although he does respect that Seth wants to do this on his own. But he's going to need help, and he's not getting it from LA Knight. And back on commercial, we pretty much have like a pre-recorded like promo video of Penta responding to Ethan Page. And Penta says, he pretty much says what the Intercontinental title means to him. That's really it. It was good, it's nothing special. He was just responding to what Ethan said earlier, basically. Alright, next match. So, next Oba Femi is coming out for week 3 of his Open Challenge. So, the recap. Week 1, 2 weeks ago, his first Open Challenge was entered by Otis. He beat Otis. Week 2, last week, he actually beat Angel and Bruto in a handicap match. This was supposed to be week 3. Match 3 of the challenge. But it never happened. Because as Oba's entering, he gets in the ring, doing this little pose for his entrance, his epic entrance. Week 3 of me saying this, best entrance in the company. I love it. As he's in the ring, about to get a mic to call for the Open Challenge, out of nowhere, with the lights out, someone from behind runs in the ring and attacks Oba. At first, I thought it was Baron Corbin. Since his rumors have been coming back, I thought it was Baron Corbin at first, entering the Open Challenge. But then, you see this person do an F5. At that point, a huge crowd pop happens. Everyone knew who it was with the F5. It was Brock Lesnar. The lights go back on. Everyone was shocked. Brock Lesnar's not actually retired. He's here. So, back when he did retire at Mania, there was rumors online, like people saying, like apparently people inside WWE think he's not actually retired. This is just a storyline angle. But it felt so real, so I didn't know if I should believe it or not. Then there's rumors that like, oh, he's gonna have one more match at SummerSlam in his hometown, SummerSlam this year, and that's gonna be his real retirement. I don't know anymore. So then basically Brock is F5 to Oba and stands tall, and that was pretty much it. And then we come back from commercial break. Adam Pearce is in the back. And he says he had retirement paperwork filled out for Brock, and and so he has to go find Paul Heyman and find out what's going on here. The only person who would know about Brock being back is Paul Heyman. So Pearce finds Paul Heyman in his office, and Pearce says, "What's the deal? I filed the paperwork for the retirement." And Paul says, "Brock is indeed retired, but he has a contract for Brock, already signed by Brock himself for a comeback match at Clash in Italy against Oba Femi next week. And he also needs to get Oba Femi's signature on it. So I'm assuming that's what's going to happen next week. They're going to get Oba to sign next week. That's probably what's going to happen next week. That'll be like next week's segment basically on Raw. It's him signing it probably.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going on, because now he's not even having a match at SummerSlam. He's just doing a Clash in Italy. He's having a rematch of Oba, which I hope he doesn't win. So I could see them having Brock win, so then they're 1-1, and then Oba beats him in the final match at SummerSlam. But I don't want that, because then you give Oba a loss, and if you're really building up to Roman, he called Roman out at the WrestleMania post show. If you're really building him up to fight Roman, he should be on an undefeated streak. If you want to make this guy like legit the next big thing, I don't think he should lose for a while. Put him on an undefeated streak. Yeah. So I hope that's not what happens. That would suck.
Yeah.
Anything you want to say about this?
Honestly, Oba should just win it.
He should. Brock does not need this anymore at this point in his career. He's gonna be done soon. He's gonna be retired for real very soon. He doesn't have much time left.
Yeah.
Then they actually go over they do a quick recap of the commentary. Michael Cole and Corey Graves, they go over like the Saturday night main event cards, and that's this Saturday. I actually found, it actually says in this article like what they are. There's 5 matches on the show. Actually, a pretty like big card for a Saturday main event show, because since they brought that event back, there's usually only like 3 or 4 matches on it. This one has 5, more than usual. So that's nice to see. And it's honestly a pretty solid card. Like the show seems pretty fun matches on it. So here's the matches. We got a women's tag team title match. Brie and Paige defend against Nia Jax, Les Legend. Then we get Becky Lynch versus Soruka in a non-title singles match. Then 6-woman tag team match. Jade Cargill, Mia Yim, B-Fab versus Rhea, Alexa, and Charlotte. Mm-hmm. Then for the tag titles, they've actually been building this for quite a while, so this will make sense. For the world tag titles, divisions Logan Paul and Theory versus the Street Profits. And then finally, Penta defends the Intercontinental title against Ethan Page. Those 5 matches. Pretty solid card. I'm excited for this show. We'll be reviewing that. That is this Saturday. Because the next day I'm going to AEW. We'll probably just try to upload that night. And then that was a quick hype of the final. Seems like the final card, I guess. Yeah, they're not gonna have more than 5 matches on a 2-hour TV special. I think that's the full card. I don't think they're adding anymore.
Yeah.
Whatever more matches that are being set up, they're gonna be whatever the next matches being set up are. They're gonna be for Clash in Italy next weekend. I think Saturday main event's fully out.
Yeah.
Then we go in the back of the Street Profits being interviewed. They say there's a reason the Vision are the champions, but they're not new to this either. They had their own version of walking out of Saturday Night Main Event. They had their own version of walking out of Saturday Night Main Event with the tag titles because they're up and they want the smoke. They're doing the usual Street Profits thing. No, we're up and we want the smoke. Let's take their catchphrase. They've done that catchphrase since like their NXT days, like 5-6 years ago. And then Angelo Dawkins looks in the distance at Seth Rollins and Montes says, "Tell him to go do what you gotta do, but he's not gonna be responsible for it." Basically, what's been happening is Montez Ford doesn't trust Seth Rollins because he always stabs people in the back his whole career, and then Angelo Dawkins is like, "No, let's give him a chance." So Montez pretty much tells him, "Go do your thing. I'm staying out of it." So Angelo Dawkins walks over to Seth and says, "They're in this together." And Seth says, "Thank you for coming. I apologize for what happened last week, but I got a match to handle." And Seth goes out for the main event, but then before that is the backstage thing. There wasn't. Never mind. This just goes right to the match. Alright, the main event. Seth Rollins' first match on Raw in 9 months, first match this year on Raw, and his first match on Raw in a while. He's only wrestled 2 matches this year, and they're both on pay-per-view. Main event time. Seth Rollins versus the World Tag Champion of Austin Theory, with Logan Paul ringside. Pretty fun match. It's a Seth Rollins match. Just like Gunther, Seth does not have bad matches, so of course it was going to be good. So, yeah, this was really fun. Not much to go over here, really. Pretty much just Logan Paul kept getting involved and Seth kept attacking him away. That's really what was happening most of the match. Like, honestly, what happened after the match was more like the newsworthy stuff. The match was a match. It was fun. I guess the story is Seth's gonna beat the Vision members 1 by 1 until he gets to Braun again for a rematch. That's why I feel like this is going. He's gonna beat Theory, then beat Logan. Like, he's gonna beat each member of the group and then get that rematch with Braun. So Seth won the match with pedigree, and then basically post-match, Logan hits the ring. Logan and Theory start beating him down 2-on-1. Then Angelo Dawkins comes out to help, but the numbers game gets to him too. Then Montez Ford comes out. He, not to help Seth, but he still doesn't trust him. He's just there to help his tag team partner.
Yeah.
So then Street Profits and Seth start beating him up, and then Braun Breaker comes in out of nowhere, and he basically tries to hit Angelo Dawkins, and Montez Ford shoves him out of the way and takes the spear for him. But then Dawkins gets speared too. Braun spears them both. But then Seth attacks Braun from behind. A lot happens here. It's a big brawl. Seth brawling on Braun. But then Braun spears Seth and stands tall. And then there's a whole Vision beating up Seth basically again. Braun goes to grab steel steps to basically try to smash Seth's head to steel steps. But Adam Pearce is down there to stop them with a bunch of security. So Braun drops the Seth and spears Seth again. And basically the brawl ends up Seth and the Street Profits on the ground, and division standing tall. I'm surprised Joe Henry didn't come out. He's been king of the group. He was supposed to on the show at all. So yeah. Division stood tall. It was nice to see, again, like I said before, nice seeing a main event for once, not Roman and Jake. It was nice to see the division standing tall. That was cool.
Yeah.
Braun Breaker standing tall. Can't wait till Bronson Reed comes back. I do miss Bronson Reed. He's also great. Like, everyone division's here except him. I can't wait till he's cleared. That was the show. Anything you want to say about that main event before I get to the news?
I think at the end of this week, they should move to SmackDown.
I wouldn't mind that.
Because, like I said last time, they should go to SmackDown to conquer SmackDown and make them that home.
Yeah.
And they can push out Solo's group.
Yeah.
Because right now it's low people in the group.
Half of them left the company.
Easy yeah. And they can conquer SmackDown, and that can be their home.
That could be, yeah, I wouldn't mind. That'd be fun.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. They could get new members in SmackDown.
True. Yeah. They could. I'm fine with that. Yeah, Braun Breaker is definitely the breakout star of the group for sure, though.
Yeah.
Because he's the one they're pushing the hardest out of everyone in the group. He's probably the most popular in the group too. Braun Breaker is like a star in the making. Well, he's gonna be a world champion one day.
Yeah.
He'll win that heavyweight title one day. But that was the show. As I said before, at the beginning of the show, there's one news thing I want to talk about. Yeah, so over the weekend, the news came out that apparently he's been gone for like I think a year now, 2 years from the company. Apparently, Baron Corbin is WWE wants to bring him back. He's currently a Bischoff Dyer on the Indies. He's actually a tag team champion on the Indies right now. The WWE wants to bring him back to the company. They want to rehire him, which I'm okay with.
Yeah.
If they don't do the stupid idea they have planned. The rumor is the apparently a storyline they want to bring him back in. They want to return him, but it sounds really dumb. As we know, Backlash, Danhausen made a clone of himself as like the Minihausen, the whole thing. On SmackDown this past Friday, they showed Danhausen in the back making another clone, and he said this time it's going to be a big clone kind of thing. The rumors are that big clone might be Baron Corbin, and that's going to be his return. That sounds like a terrible idea. What was the main complaint that Baron Corbin had by his fans? Stupid gimmicks. So you know what? Let's bring him back with another stupid gimmick. Yeah, that'll be great. That'll be great for his fans. Make him more angry. That's fantastic. Baron Corbin, I think, is very talented, very good on the mic, very good in the ring. I'm a Baron Corbin fan. I enjoy his work. The problem is they give him stupid characters. Like, it's not his fault. He's great. Baron Corbin himself is great. He's just given really stupid characters. So, like, I'm excited. If he's coming back, I am excited. I do want to see it. I just hope it's not in that story. I hope that's not true.
Yeah.
I do miss seeing him in the company. I just don't want him to be back with another dumb gimmick. The only gimmick that worked for him was the first one he ever had, the Lone Wolf, but the one he had in NXT. That was his best gimmick, his first one he debuted with. Ever since then, it's all gone downhill. The GM gimmick, the King Corbin gimmick, the Happy Corbin gimmick. It's all so bad. I hate all of it. Then he went back to NXT and under Shawn Michaels and kind of brought the Lone Wolf back and was good again. He was really good again. Then he got called to the main roster, was barely there, just in catering, and then he got released. That was what we saw of him. Yeah, it's sad. Then in NXT, he actually had a very successful tag team run for a short period of time with Braun Breaker, and they were NXT tag team champions together. Him and Brawl are very fun together, actually. The Wolf Dogs are underrated tag team.
Oh.
That scary
What?
Hear me out.
fixated on the opposition.
Actually,
Brawl
I think
Breaker-
I think I know where you're going with this. I actually mentioned this to Anthony the other day. What if Corbin joins the division?
Offense.
Yes.
I was telling it to Anthony the
saw
other
that
day.
right now.
I love that you brought that up because I had the exact same idea. I love that you said that. I told Anthony the exact same thing.
He can replace Seth Rollins.
Yeah, I can't believe you actually said that. I'm so happy. I literally told Anthony the exact same thing the other day when this news came out.
Yeah.
He said he didn't think
Guys-
Corbin would fit the group. I was like, my response was, well, give it a chance at least. It could work.
If he's serious, Corbin, yes, he can actually fit it.
Yeah, make him
But
a
if-
wolf
if-
again. Bring him back as his NXT gimmick.
Or is it making if they can make him all goofy, then yeah, I have to agree with Anthony.
Yeah, same. Yeah, the other day the news came out. Like I was talking to Andy about it, and I literally said to him, "Wait a second, Braun Breaker and him had a very successful tag team run in NXT. Braun's in the division. What if Corbin joins the division?" I said the same thing to him. I had the exact same idea.
He can bounce back from this.
That's why I said I know where you're going. Like this. I said the same thing. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. Anyway, that's all the news I had. Yeah, my final thoughts on it. I want him to come back, but I just don't want to be a Danhausen clone. That sounds stupid. I hate that idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all the news I got. So yeah, keep a lookout, because he could be coming back. It's just rumored right now, nothing's confirmed yet. So, but it's apparently they're interested in bringing him back. So keep a lookout. He could just make a surprise return one day, one of these weeks.
Yeah.
In the meantime, that's it for now. Anything you want to say before I end it?
Like, describe, and stay tuned.
Indeed. And schedule for the rest of the week. I'll be back tomorrow for my NXT review, and then we'll be back together on Friday for SmackDown. And then Saturday Night the next day. That's the upload schedule for the week.
Yeah.
So yeah. Thanks for watching. Like and sub, and see you guys tomorrow.
Yep.
Peace.
Peace out.